Well, I know you guys were waiting for a field report. And yeah, we were out at the field, but I had the same problem. Brand new tank, did the same exact thing. It was windy, really windy. So we didn't bother to fly. However, I did run the engine and it did the same thing. So, getting frustrated, I said, you know what? Let's check the spray bar. The spray bar wasn't clocked right. So I went through a whole lot of rigmarole for nothing. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this tank with me. But I'm going to put the other tank back in it because that's where it's in trim with the other tank. So, take it back out. Oh, I also have another problem with this spray bar. There's a little seal on the end of the locking nut, and it's puking fuel out the spray bar hole. So we're going to change out that nut too. I mean, that's the whole business behind Test and Tune, is to get all these gremlins sorted out before you get there. Yeah, which I don't understand, because the damn thing worked perfect in the other airplane, and I had that problem. I have no clue. I need to find a ball driver. But it's sorted out now, and I'll bet you that that's the same problem with that other engine, is I got the spray bar clocked wrong. So we'll be looking at that engine too. Not tonight, but I'll take that as a spare engine. I'm going to take the June R2 to the Nats. Come on. Got to have a backup. There we go. You talk about frustrated. I was pretty PO'd. But actually, it's not a bad thing, because now I don't have to run this tank. But it is set up, ready to go, just in case. It's puking a lot of fuel out of here. So I need to kind of find where it's puking. I know it's puking at that fitting though. We'll get it sorted out before the Nats. So out this tank comes. Unbelievable. Like I say, you know, I know it's not the tank now. It's that stupid spray bar. See, we need this off. This off. that off. That's great. I mean, the tank worked fine. Look, it's completely dry. So, and it shut off really nice, but the thing is heavy. So I'd rather have my right tank in there. And it's not a big deal to change out. But I'll make sure to throw that puppy. Oh, what happened to my stick? I gotta go through this business again, plumbing the damn thing. Okay. Okay. Couldn't have possibly went through 10 foot of this shit already. Hey, Mike. Yep, it did. Every stupid thing that could go wrong did go wrong. I hope they're gonna have that combat guy is gonna be there. Shooty, Melvin. Get me some crap traps. $20 views, 10 watchers. Take a 1/4 inch more off of that. There we go. That's good. And now, what happened to the vent? There it is. That's just good. So now it's back in the correct trim. And now it's all about fixing these other little problems. Let's see what we got here. Don't forget to turn that in. Okay, it's in this position, but it really needed to be in this position. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 4.5 out. We got to change that nut out. Yeah, yep. This is the Super Terror I was having problems with. But that's all right. I know what it is now. I mean, part of the game, you know. This nut right here has a seal in the end of it, and it's leaking. And it's puking. Fuel past it. But I have lots of stuff, so we'll take one off of this engine. That's brand new. We'll put a new needle valve in it too while we're at it. 4.5. Make sure that they look the same. Yep. Pretty damn good. 4.5. What do we got here? A little flick of paint. So here's the old one and the new one. Ain't like I got a whole lot of time to get my shit together, that's for sure. There we go. Four and a half is what it was out. And don't screw these down so hard that it mushrooms the end of the needle valve just to where they touch. Right there. Okay, 4.5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And that's a good starting point. You know, the barometric pressure changes at Muncie. It's could go in, could go out. The thing sure is loud with all them holes drilled in it. But as I stated, said you have to have a muffler. Doesn't see it has to work. I think there is a rule. 88 decibels, or I don't know what it is. The hell with them. They can run the weed eaters at 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. I can fly a model airplane with a loud muffler. Where they rip up and down the street in their drag cars. Come on now. Coming in now. I need to go get a wrench. Got to have a wrench. But I know where it's at, so I'll be just a second. Walk out, get the wrench, and come back. Okay. 18 current viewers. I want to make sure not to turn the spray bar. There we go. That's that part. Now I wedge that thing back in there and glue it. So we need an 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch, or is it 3/16? use that. We need a quarter for that, so I have a sanding block here that I can just steal part of it, because the sanding block can be replaced, no problem. So what I'll do is I'll put that clunk tank in my toolbox, and well, there it is right there. How about that? I'll put that clunk tank in my toolbox. If it gives me any fits, I'll take it out. But the airplane doesn't turn as sharp, you know, with extra weight in the nose. So now we're back under 60 ounces again. Got to be under 60. So we need to do this. We need a couple of sticks here. And yes, you can feel an ounce or two in the nose. Or I can anyway. I hate it. I hate flying big airplanes. It's just, they're lunkers. Shoot, I cut that one too short. Cut her 3 times and still too short. Can't believe I did that. Oh, it's not too short for back here, though. That's the story, Larry. Okay, so I need the glue. Where'd the glue go? It's right here. I need to get them snorkels. Alrighty then. Let's wipe this out, put it back on. Then we can clean up what fuel splashed everywhere. Touch that up before the gnats too. Cut some of that off. That'll never do. Get a weight on this thing again. See, we're back down to flying weight. Ta-da! We're good to go again. And I'm 100% confident it's going to work. I held it for 7.5 minutes running, so I know that it's going to run fine. 7.5 minutes. What a boring thing to do. We got some new fuel tonight, so I wanted to make sure, well, I wanted to make sure that how long this thing runs on that other tank, and it runs about 7.5 minutes. This tank's a little bigger, so that the new fuel I can run 10% and not worry about running out of fuel. Because I lost an airplane, my Thunderbolt, running out of fuel. It ain't no fun. When the temperature goes up, you go up in nitro, you got to open the needle valve up to get the same lap speed. You burn more fuel, and you stand a good chance of crashing, just like I did. I got a couple of spots. I'll have to get that off. I won't do it tonight. But I thought I'd let you in on why we didn't get any flight videos tonight. It was too windy. And this thing, when I got there and ran it the first time, it did the same thing. It ran lean and then died. So I was fit to be tied. But instead of getting excited and giving up, I said, well, I'm going to take the engine out of it. I took the engine out at the field, took the spray bar out to see if it was clean, and it was, but it was clocked wrong. So right there, I knew what happened. Made a mistake. Got my cherry wax. If you don't think it works, you're sadly mistaken. It really works. I'll show you, and then I'll get out of here. You know what? Let's go around with the with this here. Auto director. On, back, there. This is 3D cherry wax for dark vehicles. And I'll put this on here, and you think it shines now, I'll show you. I might not have got all the crap off of this thing, though. Let me spray this on. Get the goobs off of it. And the rest of the week, you're going to be spent rubbing on the bottom. Okay, this is good enough to start waxing. And over here, how you apply this wax, this is a different application. You apply it with the buffing wheel. But you do it slow, because it has clay in it. It smells good. Where are you going? This wax and pad is probably around 15,000 grit. I don't know if you guys have ever clayed your windshield, but that's what this cherry wax does. It clays the airplane. So it gets all the imperfections, all the little buggers out of it. Out at the field today, said, man, some guy said, that's a nice airplane. Monocoat, great monocoat job. Yeah, thanks, but no, dope. Okay. So you let that haze off for a minute. Then we'll hit it with a microfiber. I'll do the nose too while I got it here. Yep, nice monocoat job. Thanks, buddy. No. Let's see, why is this auto director not moving? I have no clue. Cam 1. No. No. Every 51 seconds it should move. So let's go there. I'll let that haze up. You probably, yeah, it's a haze right now. This cherry wax is expensive shit too. Seems like everything's too expensive anymore. But it's got some type petroleum in this too. You won't believe how it shines when I wipe it off. Looks like I put water on it. This is all back to getting the most out of your paint job. Because, you know, if you want to use urethane, you don't have to do this much work. You just spray it on, sand it, buff it one time, you're done. But if you want to use dope and you don't want to use much paint, because there's only 1 quart of dope on this airplane. The only deviation from my normal finishes is I did use 2/10 carbon veil on the wing before covering it with double aught silk span. So the woodwork, I basically used the carbon as a filler. It didn't cost me too much because we're still in the 50s. I'll weigh it up here as soon as I get this buffed. But whatever it is, it's in the correct flight trim here. Okay, that's good enough. Let's get the microfiber and buff that off. Let's see. I'll use this one. I got some other ones too. It's actually not ready to buff yet. Not ready to buff yet. I don't know how many times I've said it, but remember, chrome plating is only 50 millionths thick. It ain't much that's on there. So that's what you want your paint job to be, you know, minimal. I think we got her. So the next stop for this airplane is the Nats. think I'm going to bring about 3 gallons of fuel with me, because we got some flying to do. I don't know if you can see it come up, but it's a coming. And that's cherry wax. Good stuff. Looks like I got a little haze in there. We're gonna have to do a little buffing, a little more buffing right there. A little haze right here I need to get up. So I think we'll use some finesse it to bring that up, because this is not enough bite. Oh, we wanted to weigh it up. We'll weigh it up. See how much a puppy weighs now with the right tank back in it. Boy, that helped. Gotta get that haze out of there. Oh well, it is what it is. Not a whole lot I can do now. Don't want to come up. I'll keep working on it. I think it's going to be tough. Okay, let's weigh it. Let's see what it weighs. What was the damage? It feels much better this way. No, I do not put much pressure on it. You'll burn the paint. Just the weight of the tool itself. Okay, this bad boy weighs, flying weight finished, 59.85, under 60. Barely, but it's under 60. Half-ounce difference with that other tank in there. That half ounce is way away from the center of gravity, so it makes it extremely nose heavy. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this evening. I got to go to bed. We were out at the field late, so I hate going out to the field on Tuesday because I don't get to bed till late. And I drag. So. But, there you have it. Let me get the reflection off this so you can see. We want to use this camera here. That's this one. I wonder why it's so dark. I don't know. You tell me, does that paint look wet? Yeah, I know what that is. It's needs another coat on there. Oh well, we'll get it. All right, like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll do something on the Magnum, I guess. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.